All right, so here's accountability, part one. So instead of doing videos every single time I touch my front brake, I decided to just keep track of it mentally and do my push-ups whenever I do my morning exercise. So today is that day, and I owe you, oh boy, I owe you 40, but I'm gonna give you 20 because I got a bad shoulder and 2 bad wrists from the military. So I'll just break it up. I'll just keep, hopefully I can stop touching the front brake. Hopefully it doesn't pile up on me. Who knows? I might feel good today and do all 40, but let's see. There's my baby. All right. Let's see what I can get done today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Woo, I'm getting old. 26, 27, 8, 9. I'm getting old. 30. Okay. Whew. All right, so I eat 10 more. More to come next time. Hopefully it'll only be 10 next time. Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, welcome back to the channel, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me, and you know this, or at least you should. Before I say anything else, it is unseasonably cold here in Pooler, Georgia. Today's March 13th, and it was 27 degrees this morning. Right, my practice session was supposed to start at 0900 hours, but I had to contact the V.I.Preloaders that were coming and let them know, get here at noon. Well, it's not noon yet, it's a little after 10. Of course, I have to get here early to set up, and right now it's 39 degrees, so it's already warming up. It's supposed to go into the 50s, and that's fine. When you're dressed properly, not a big deal at all. We're gonna get it in. But anyway, for those of you that have never been to this channel before, my name's Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant. I did a wonderful 22-year career with the NYPD. 15 of those years were spent with the elite NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle unit. The name of this channel is called Robert Simmons Paying It Forward. And on this channel, I share my knowledge, experience, and training that I received from the elite NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle unit with you guys, the motorcycle riding community, with a special focus on slow speed motorcycle operation. What is slow speed motorcycle operation? Operating your motorcycle between 1 and 10 miles per hour, the speed range most motorcycle riders are very uncomfortable in. That's why I focus on that, because we have to change that. That's the skill that really defines whether you know how to operate this motorcycle properly and be in full control. All right? I want to help you guys be the boss of your motorcycle, and that's the purpose of this channel primarily. I also have practice sessions out here in Pooler, Georgia, in this parking lot that I'm in today, and private lessons. If you're interested in either one of those, go to my website, and you can either click on practice information for information on practice sessions, or private lessons for information on private lessons. I also do product reviews and product installs, and anything that I feel is relevant or beneficial, I'm always going to share it with you guys. This channel is all about positivity. All right, there's no judgment here, there's no arrogance here, This is an each one, teach one environment. This is Preloader Nation, and I absolutely love it. Okay, guys, so as always, I want to thank you guys for practicing, understanding the importance of practicing, understanding that you have to pass this along. So when I was in Daytona, I told a bunch of people, if you see somebody duck walking, don't make fun of them, help them. Don't laugh at them, help them. The point is to reach as many motorcycle riders as possible and make them aware how important this is. We don't want to just leave things to chance and hope everything works out. We want to lessen the odds on something happening to us out there on the motorcycle. And how we do that is practice, 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 okay? All right, guys, so yes, Daytona was fun. I want to again thank everybody that came out there to the meet and greets at TAP Performance and at Figurati Designs to come see myself and come see John, Cycle Fanatics. I love meet and greets. I love meeting you guys. So please keep that happening, guys. Keep that happening. If you know I'm going to be someplace, I'm never going to be mad if you come out, right? I'm always going to appreciate that. Speaking of that, April 2nd, guys, the Preloader Global Group Ride, all right? That's coming up April 2nd. That's in less than 30 days, all right? And if you guys are not aware of what that is, that's going to be the kickoff for the spring, for the motorcycle riding season. And I'm going to be hosting a ride here in Pooler, Georgia. We're going to be leaving out of this parking lot at 1000 hours, kickstands up. And we're taking a ride. It's about an hour ride going one way, a little over an hour coming back. But here's the beauty of this. It's called a global ride because I know everybody can't make it here to ride with me. But I want you to ride with me, whether you're physically with me or not. So on April 2nd at 1000 hours, or whatever time you can do it, record yourself or take a picture of yourself and a group of whoever you're going to be with, preloaders, not preloaders, it doesn't matter. As long as there's one preloader, that's good because you're the teacher that day, all right? Send me a video. Again, the video has to be 2 minutes or less, 1080p or more, but you should keep it at 1080p so it's easier for you to send it to me. And you could do that before your ride, during your ride, after your ride, whatever. And send it to me. And when I get everybody's videos and pictures, and I edit that video for that group ride, wherever you are in the world, you're going to be in that video for that group ride. And again, that's wherever you are in the world. And I know there are preloaders and V.I.Preloaders all around the globe. So I'm looking forward to that, guys. I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm just going to pray that we have good weather. My practice sessions that are coming up, the traveling practice sessions, the one in Jersey, again, that's going to be May 14th. And I'll get that location out to you guys as soon as everything is locked in. That's full. I have a reserve list going as well. But I highly doubt that anybody that's on the main list of reservations, they're not going to show up unless they can't. But that's what the reserve list is for. And again, guys, this is a dry run. I'm doing this for the first time to see how it all goes. And if it all goes well, I'll do it again, you know, maybe next year or maybe even this year. Who knows, right? But I think that already I'm learning that if I do this next year, I might have to plan on doing 2 days in one location, maybe Jersey again, and then 2 days in another location. But the second location would have to be during the week because clearly I'm not going to stay wherever I am for a whole week. All right, that doesn't make a lot of sense. So yes, Jersey is full, Maryland is full. But like I said before, whether you guys can come out and participate or not, I want to see you. I want to meet you. I want to shake your hand. I want to have a conversation with you, okay? So that's always important to me, guys. I always appreciate it. So anyway, guys, the good thing is when I was in Daytona, this was a soggy bike week in Daytona, right? I think the people that got there in the first weekend, they had the best weather. And then Monday when I got there, the weather was good. After that, everything was hit or miss, and it was just getting progressively worse as the days went on. But there was still enough sunshine for people to still enjoy themselves, have fun. And some people, even in the rain, they enjoyed themselves and they had fun. But all I kept looking at, guys, was March 13th, Sunday, today. I just kept looking at that and I saw sun. I saw it was going to be extremely cold, but all I cared about is sun. Because right now, like I said, it's 39 degrees. I'm dressed properly. There's not a cloud in the sky and the sun makes a huge difference. Plus yesterday it was windy as hell. And I'm glad that, you know, it didn't rain yesterday here, but it was windy. And if it was windy like that today, then the cold would, you know, it just would have been brutal. So it all works out. Plus it worked out, guys, because I have a bunch of new merchandise, and I thought I wasn't going to be able to wear this merchandise until maybe later on in the year because, you know, it's warmer here in Pula, but cool weather. Look at this. Got to wear my new hoodie. All right. This is courtesy of my wife. And under it, can't see it, but it's a long sleeve t-shirt that says the same thing. Again, this is the new logo that's on here. It's in color now. It's on violet. The first one was black and white. It was kind of like a silhouette, and that was on my girl Valiant. So if you guys are interested in any merchandise or the new merchandise, go to Teespring. It's at the bottom of the screen if you're watching this on a computer or a smartphone. A television, you're not going to see anything. All right, guys. Lastly, I have good news for you. Practice session number 38 that I put out. And I had put that out late because there was so much going on. I apologize to the V.I.Preloaders that came here and participated in it. I know that they were waiting eagerly to see themselves practice, but it'll be out today at noon. It took me 48 hours to edit that video. I'm telling you guys, the things that I do for you guys, I just can't do anything half-assed. I just can't. But what I want to share with you guys, the good news is I put chapters on that practice session. And what chapters are in the description section, I put timestamps and named each part of the video. Now, you don't have to go to the description section to find this out. If you're watching this on a television that's not old, a smart television that's not old, you'll see it at the bottom of the screen. Every time you pause it or fast forward it, you'll see it. But on the computer, and a smartphone or a smart device or whatever, yeah, you can see what the name of everything is and the timestamp, and you can go right to it. As a matter of fact, on the phone, it's good too because it actually breaks it up for you, and you can just click on it and go right to it. And guys, people that have asked me to do this in the past, and I just was not interested in doing it because it was already so long that it was taking me to edit a video. I wasn't trying to do anything that made it longer. However, yes, it does add more time to my editing, but I think it's time well spent because I think it's gonna help people more. Some people will look at a video that's 2-3 hours long and immediately go, no, I'm not doing it. They're gonna check out. I mean, that's their loss because this is a learning experience here. However, if there's something in that video, they may not need everything in that video, but not know where what they want is. So now if they're just looking to see us go over U-turns, they can click on exercise number 6, the infamous U-turn, all right? If they just want to see the figure 8, if they just want to see this, that. So, and I'm going to start doing this from now on for my practice sessions. I think that's going to help everybody out. It'll help me out too, because sometimes I want to find something, and I'll have to go from my memory. So, all right, guys, enough talking. I'm going to go out here and practice. I got one V.I.Preloader here already, and he's actually, it's actually Joe. He's over there setting up his tripod. I'm talking to you guys, looking at my tripod. So we're gonna have fun. We got people coming here from all over the place today, and I'm looking forward to it. All right, guys. All right, guys. We're getting ready to get started. We got some beautiful motorcycles out here, some beautiful people out here, V.I.Preloaders, excited, eager. Some may be a little nervous, but we're gonna talk about that. Nothing to be nervous about out here. No pressure. All right, let's meet them. Now I got more than I don't have a ghetto setup anymore. I actually have something that proper to hold the microphone for you guys. We're going to talk to this young lady right here. What's your name, dear?
Maria, aka Gigi.
Okay, Maria, where are you from?
Southern California.
Ruben, come in here. I do couples together. What's your name?
Ruben.
I'm assuming you live together.
Yes,
Yep.
we're
Okay,
married
so
34 years and we ride together. We do everything together.
Yeah, these guys are just awesome, awesome people. I'll tell you guys about them more in a minute. Maria, what kind of motorcycle you ride?
A 2020 Deluxe.
How about you, Ruben?
2020 Ultra Limited.
Okay. How long you been riding the motorcycle, Maria?
2 years.
2 years.
How long you been practicing on your motorcycle, Maria?
2 years.
Ruben?
Yeah, about 2 years, and we came across your channel as soon as you opened it. What's that, a year and a half now? Something like that?
No, close to, a little over a year.
Yes, and ever since then, we've been just practicing everything you're preaching.
And guys, I got to tell you, you get out what you put in. That's true for pretty much everything. And these two, let me tell you something. Today's course, they might be the first time out here, long trip from California, but they've done all of this before, most of it, because I remember Ruben, you know, a long time ago said, send me the dimensions. And they set up their own practice session during COVID, empty school parking lot, and went out there and practiced and sent me the video. So, and they're both good. They're both very good. You're going to see. You guys are going to see. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, Maria, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed skills?
4, 5.
Okay. Same question, Ruben?
About the same, I think so.
Okay, we're going to look at your bike first, Maria. Anything you want to tell us about this? Now, I know Ruben told me this was his bike at first, and then he stepped up and customized this for you. Is that correct?
Yeah, he put a lower seat, a little bit lower seat for me, backrest, and some
Wow,
bags.
that looks nice.
Yeah, it's seated.
Gel, and it's a heated seat.
Really?
It has extended and closer rear brake.
Yeah, for the short legs.
We
Yes.
got the short back levers for the front brake and the clutch.
Guys, excuse my ashy hands. It was cold out here.
And then the short, stubby gear shifter.
Over here on this side.
We added cruise control and heated grips.
Yep. And my
Wow.
shield. I got my shield
This
on.
is the heritage shield that fits this bike.
Oh, so when you were riding it, there was no shield?
No shield.
Wow. The bags were already on it?
No.
No, those are Harley
Harley.
bags too.
Harley bags also.
Very nice. Very
and
nice.
I got new pipes on it.
And so you got-
And some Reinhardts, right? Very, very nice. And it doesn't just look good, and she doesn't just look good on it. She knows how to ride it, and that's what's important. Okay, Ruben, talk to us about this. We're going to need about 3 minutes at least.
This was the 2020 all vivid blacked out 2020 ultra limited from Harley, and then I sent it to a custom shop in North Carolina. Shipped it. I rode it 2 days, 30 miles, and shipped it out here to North Carolina, where they converted it to what they call a convertible. First they tore it all apart, repainted the whole thing, blacked out the stuff that Harley doesn't black out. So it's Southeast Custom Cycles in North Carolina. They painted it. They put the detachable tour pack mount, and now I can ride it street glide style because they gave me redid the leather for a street glide seat and the ultra seat, and then the tour pack, which is painted the same, and I remove it, and today I'm riding it street glide style, and they have a matching backrest also.
Outstanding, man. It's a beautiful bike. They did an amazing job. Amazing job. And I remember Ruben contacted me, again, this was about a year ago, and he told me he was thinking about putting this big front wheel on. And here's where, guys, here's where the responsibility comes in. This guy it was almost like he was born to be a V.I. preloader, or a preloader for that matter. Because he wanted to know if getting that front wheel was going to affect how he rides this motorcycle at slow speeds. And my answer to him was, it's going to feel different, but you can still do it. We're not trying to be in a competition or anything. And sure enough, I just saw him out here. So, all right, listen, you guys are shining examples of what Preloader Nation is all about. I mean, they put the time in, and it shows, you know, so I appreciate it. Where's that microphone at? Did you pass it already? Please, pass it to one of these dudes. Give it to Rob. Yeah, we're going there. Don't point at him, Rob. Give it to Rob.
Okay.
It's got to come to you eventually.
Yes, okay.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Rob,
Rob, where are you from?
Miami, and it's cold here in Georgia.
Did you ride here from Miami?
Yes, I did.
How long is that ride?
Left at 8 yesterday morning.
Yeah.
You got here yesterday, right? You didn't. Oh, okay, you didn't just ride here this morning.
We got in around 6 last night.
Okay, here I am feeling sympathy for these guys, thinking they just rode here from Florida. Okay.
And we also experienced a storm as well. You know,
Yes,
and
absolutely,
it's-
absolutely.
And my feet were soaking wet. And that's the worst.
You don't
and
have-
then stop and go traffic, that was 10 times worse.
Oh,
so-
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. I don't know much about that, but absolutely. I rode a police bike. If there was traffic, I hit the siren. People got out of my way.
I have to get myself a siren.
How long have you been riding the motorcycle?
I've been riding a motorcycle for about 5 years to the date.
Okay.
I actually got my first bike 5 years ago at Bruce Rossmeyer's, Harley
Okay.
Davidson. So yeah, that's all the experience I had.
How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
4 years. I also
Okay,
took
that's
a
good.
course in Jerry Palomino's
Yeah.
Ride Like a Pro. I also aced it and became best rider.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, 2018.
I always tell people there's no competition here, but I'm just saying, Maria. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed skills?
7.
Okay. Where's your motorcycle?
right here.
All right, let me take a look at it. Okay, we removed the bags. Very good. What year is it?
2017. I bought it used, 2,500 miles.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's a perfect used bike, 2,500. Mm-hmm. How you liking it?
I'm loving it. I love the clutch. I love the response. I love the fact that when I woke up this morning being so cold that the battery didn't drain or die on me.
All right,
But-
man. Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Pass the mic to your buddy. I'm going to do it again. Pass it to Fred, and then I'm going to ask him his name.
Fred, passing the torch.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Fred.
Fred, where you from?
From South Florida, Palm Beach. Not quite as far south as him, but
Okay.
south enough.
How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
I've been riding. I started in '92.
Okay.
92. But that was young, dumb, and indestructible on a fast and straight kind of deal.
Wow. Exactly. How long have you been practicing slow speed?
About a year and a half now.
Very good.
About a year and a half, yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed?
I want to say 6.
6. 6 is excellent.
Say 6.
Tell me what you're riding today. Today, I'm going to say today because you got more than one motorcycle. You got the same Street Glide as Valiant, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Talk to me about what you got here.
This one today, I've got a 21 Limited. Mostly stock. I got some guards on it and some rear brakes.
Yes.
Other than that, it's all stock.
Motorcycle drop guards, and Fred told me they have been used. And I saw Fred pulling here today. So I think Fred might be rating himself low at a 6, but we'll see.
We're always harder on ourselves, I guess.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I was going to bring my Limited today, but I wanted people to hear Valiant in person.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Looking
She
forward to that.
is a beast.
All stock, other than
Oh, okay.
water.
Other than that,
other than water, which is a very important upgrade.
all right, man. Pleasure to meet you. I can't wait to see
Thank
you
you.
throwing this thing around, showing who's the boss.
Looking forward to it.
Pass the mic to.
All right.
I'm not gonna say his name. Come on this side, so I'm not shooting into the sun.
Okay.
All right. What's your name, sir?
I'm Albert from Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis. You didn't ride straight here today, right?
No.
Good,
I came
thank
in,
you.
Came in last night.
Thank you. And all that wind.
Yes.
Oh, it was ridiculously windy.
Man, it was brutal.
How long you been riding the motorcycle?
I've been riding probably about 10 years.
How long you been practicing slow speed?
Started getting into the slow speed stuff probably earlier this year, so not
Okay.
very long.
Good, good.
Excited
And
about
what
it.
kind of motorcycle you riding?
I'm riding a 2016 Road Glide Ultra.
All right, and if you had to rate yourself slow speed skills, 1 to 10, 10 being the best, what would you give yourself?
I would split the difference between 1 and 5. I'd say I'm a 3.
You say you were 3?
Yeah.
Get out of my shot, Al.
Okay. Sorry about that. I did some things. Extended the brake pad, extended the shifter. Added a center stand on it.
Oh, really?
It's a manual center stand.
Oh, okay,
It sits
okay.
in the garage.
Gotcha.
Of course, got the custom dynamics LEDs.
That's what I'm talking about.
Front and rear. Handlebars, of course.
Yeah, I got to do that for the brake pedal. I really do, man, especially on my Limited because it's too high.
Got the kahunas. Those are way more comfortable.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. All right, pleasure to meet you, man. Pass the mic to this guy.
All right.
All right, I don't want to shoot in the sun, so I'm coming on this side of you. What's your name, sir?
Jogo.
Okay, hold up. Jogo.
Jogo.
Don't you have a YouTube channel?
I sure do.
What's the name of that channel?
Jogo Motorcycle Adventures.
All right, guys, check out Jogo Motorcycle Adventures. I know I'm subscribed. You should be too. All right, this is a whole big family here at this point. It's getting to the point where if you're subscribed to one person, you need to be subscribed to the other because that's the way it goes. And that way you keep the circle going of you having something to watch. Sometimes there's a lull in people putting out content. The more people you're subscribed to in that circle, you increase the odds you're going to have something to watch. That's a fantastic T-shirt, by the way. Fantastic.
Thank you. It's one of the OG shirts,
That's
baby.
right, man. The question is, do you trust and believe?
Oh, I trust and believe.
Good. We're going to talk about that later. How long have you been riding the motorcycle?
Probably going on about 7 years.
How long have you been practicing slow speed?
I started practicing last year.
Yeah, and it shows too. Another guy that shows his motorcycle, who's the boss. What are you riding today?
I got my 17 Street Glide, named her Sheila.
Sheila, I know you just got this new wheel. It looks nice.
Oh,
this
yeah.
Was this one? Yeah, this was on here before.
Yeah, last
Yeah.
practice session.
Really looks nice.
Got that painted last year. Got the RC Components Savage wheel. Got the Arlen Ness heavy air
That's
breather,
a heavy breather right there, baby.
Cobra slash cut pipes, and custom paint job.
1 to 10, 10 being the best. How would you rate your slow speed skills?
I'll give myself a 6.
6 is good. Guys, we got some elite VI preloaders out here today. Because, I mean, we just do. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to follow the leader and all that good stuff. All right, Joe. Pleasure to meet you.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys. 1 through 9 today, plus a bonus, plus a surprise. We'll talk about that later. All right, guys. Welcome to practice session number 39. I may have said 38 earlier by mistake when I was doing my intro. Now, I know Rob said he's feeling a little nervous. Guys, there is no pressure today. 0 pressure. I want you to leave your egos with your saddlebags. Well, if you took your saddlebags off, on the sidewalk. Only do what you want to do, what you feel comfortable doing. Now, yes, I do want you to step outside of your comfort zone a little bit. All right, but at the end of the day, the goal is to raise your confidence. So I don't want your confidence taking the shot. If your motorcycle drops, it's par for the course. Okay? So, and sometimes when people's motorcycles drop, their confidence takes a shot. But with preloaders, VI preloaders, we'll pick that bike up, identify what you did wrong, or identify why that motorcycle dropped. Usually it's the same thing. You're not keeping the power going to the rear wheel because we know that's what keeps the motorcycle up. Okay? All right. We're going to be careful. We're going to have fun. All right. If you see me do this, that just means shut your engine off. As I stated already, we have 1 through 9 today, and a bonus, and a surprise. And I'm not going to talk about that until we get to it. So I'm not going to ruin the surprise that early. All right. Step number one. Exercise number 1. Starting and stopping. That's the first thing we're doing. Something that I thought that everybody knew how to do, but clearly they don't. And going to motorcycle rallies really brings home how many motorcycle riders need to practice. All right. It's as simple as that. When we see people riding, as a matter of fact, I haven't put it out yet, but the Daytona video that I put out, I'm riding through the corridor where all the vendors are, and then there's a guy behind me. The whole time I'm riding, my feet are on my floorboards. The guy behind me is walking his motorcycle the whole time. So again, what do I always say? Don't make fun of them. Don't laugh at them. Help them. Because we need to spread this to as many motorcycle riders as possible. It's important that people realize that's not how you ride a motorcycle. And I think that the culture of motorcycle riding, most people think that's what you're supposed to do. And if they see me or any of these guys riding nice and slow with their feet up or making a U-turn, in their minds, it's almost like you're doing a stunt, right? Like a wheelie, when really you're just riding the motorcycle as it was designed. Okay? All right, sermon over. You guys are going to go down there. I'm going to be right here. I want you to ride toward me. I want you to get up to about second gear. Get up to second gear, and then I want you to stop at me. And what does that mean? Can you use your front brake? Yes, of course. I don't use my rear brake until I'm going 10 miles per hour or less. That's just me. You can use technically, you can use your front brake all the way up until you stop and never touch your rear brake. But we don't do that because we're practicing for When you have this all together and you're truly the CEO of your motorcycle, then you can do stuff like that because you already have the muscle memory built in where if you do feel you're not going to grab your front brake. You're going to go to the rear brake. But if you don't have that muscle memory set up yet, yeah, you can come to a stop with your front brake, but when happens, you're going to do the same thing. All right, so front brake, front brake, front brake. Before you're going to stop, off the front brake, rear brake only. Nice and easy. Everything we do is subtle. Don't jab at your front brake. That's why we cover it most of the time while we're out here. We keep our foot on it. Doesn't necessarily mean you're applying pressure. Come to a smooth stop, left foot down. If you need to put down your other foot, that's fine too. Listen, I always say, and most of our, if you have a 2020 or higher, it has an auto hold feature on it anyway. So you squeeze that in, the brake is locked, you can put both feet down. But again, that's a motor officer thing. We're always covering the rear brake, yes, because you need to be ready to just go. You can be ready to go with 2 feet down, but it looks better. All right? It's all about looks with motor officers. If all of us are the same way, it just looks better. Okay? Then, more importantly, when it's time for you guys to take off, preload and keep it loaded. and keep it loaded. And keep it loaded. I have to say that over and over because that's the part that people don't do. So I want you all day today, I want you to listen to your engines. All right, your engine's going to tell you if your throttle is too low. Now I could say that to you, but sometimes when you're concentrating and you're thinking about something else, you don't even hear your engine because you're concentrating on whatever fear is taking over or whatever. But if you don't hear it, I'm going to tell you, when you go to pull off, if you hear your engine going, glug, 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 it's too low. It should be a steady sound, steady. And I think everybody's motorcycle here is loud enough where you should be able to hear it. Okay, everybody clear about that? It doesn't have to be too high, but I don't want it to be too low either. We're all riding Harley Davidsons, yes. So these, you know, they fluctuate. So I'd rather you be higher than low. Me, myself, I'm usually at about 2,000 RPMs, sometimes a little bit more. That makes me feel better. All right, any questions? All right, we'll probably only have to do this once. If so, if somebody else has to do it again, go back and do it again. All right, guys, exercise number 1, practice session number 39, post Daytona Bike Week practice session. And these V.I.Preloaders are not playing. They're not playing. We got Maria coming first. Nice. Our preload's good. But I noticed when she goes to take off, she takes her foot off the rear brake. I want her to keep it on there, and I'll tell you guys why in a second. Ruben. Very nice, Ruben. Preload. Nice. Perfect, you can park. Perfect by Joe. That was Joe, by the way. This is Freddie. Nice, Freddie. You can park. See? When Freddie takes off, he's still covering the rear brake. All right, Rob, you owe me 10 push-ups. You were on that front brake the whole time. Try that again. This time come off the front brake, switch to the rear. Okay. I forgot to go over the 10 push-up penalty for these guys. I assume they knew. Nice, man. Reload. There we go. Yeah, you can park. Now he did the same thing. When he pulled off, no foot on the rear brake. All right, you can park. Good job. All right, Maria. Ruben cut his wife off. They're gonna have a conversation about that. Very nice, you can park. All right, last but not least, Al. All right, you can park. So Al was a little confused. He was going about 15 miles per hour, rear brake, and the wheel was locking up. All right, good job, guys. Remember, we play how we practice. So there's things I'm going to go over with you that you might go, well, why do I need to do that? Because if you do it like that all the time, it becomes muscle memory. When we in the police department, when you go to the range, they make you do the same thing, the same way, in the same order. Why? Because it's building muscle memory. So much so that when I came out here and I joined the police department out here in Savannah, in the NYPD for 22 years, my magazines were vertical. So I come down here, they carry their magazines horizontal. So I'm at the range, I'm shooting, I'm empty, I drop the magazine, I go to reach, I'm reaching the wrong way. And they told me, you know what? Just do it, put the magazine the way you normally use it because you already have that muscle memory built. Okay, So what I'm referring to is, Maria, Al, when you guys come to a stop, oh yeah, it looks beautiful. But when it's time for you to take off, you take your foot off the rear brake and then you go. I want you to keep your foot on that. Remember, step number one is always what? Ruben, for everything we do out here, what's always step number one? Put them on the spot.
Preload and keep it loaded.
First gear.
Make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. That's always step number one. Always. In everything we do. What's always step number two?
Cover the rear brake.
That's right. It's the second step in everything we do. Cover that rear brake because that rear brake gives you control. If you go to pull off and all of a sudden a dog runs in front of you, you're either going to jerk at your front brake, which if you just started, you shouldn't be doing, or you're going to jerk at your rear brake because your foot's not on it already. If you're already covering it, you just, nice and easy, right? Get in the habit of doing that. All right. Lastly, Rob, I told Rob owes me 10 push-ups. I forgot to go over that with you guys because Rob was on the front brake the whole time and then stopped and looked at me like, what's up? So I told him to go back and do a front brake and then transition, but when he came back, now he's going about 17 miles per hour, rear brake only, and I saw his rear wheel locking up. So we got to split the difference. You don't want to use your rear brake going that fast because your front brake is for stopping, your rear brake is for control. So front brake, front brake, front brake. Once you get to about 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, whatever, rear brake only. Okay, we clear about that? All right, good job. Okay, now exercise number 2, the slow ride. The beautiful thing about the slow ride is that's what we were just talking about. That's what everybody should be doing in Daytona Bike Week is the slow ride, meaning moving your motorcycle between 1 and 10 miles per hour, not putting your feet down, staying in the friction zone when you need to. Remember, guys, there's more than one way to do everything. And part of being the boss of your motorcycle is knowing what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. So to do the slow ride, you can either preload your throttle, keep it loaded, clutch into the friction zone, and you can just use the rear brake. You can drag your rear brake to control your speed. Or you can go in and out of the friction zone. Sometimes you can give your motorcycle some momentum, then pull the clutch in and let it coast a little bit. And when you feel, uh-oh, what's the answer to uh-oh? Always go back into the friction zone. So when you feel, uh-oh, open your hand a little bit, and as soon as you get that little bit, you can pull it back in and kind of coast a little bit more. So there's more than one way to do this, but either way, you should be covering your rear brake at all times, okay? So again, I'm gonna have you guys line up at that cone and we're gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna go for a walk. You're gonna go for a ride next to me, all right? And it's important that I tell you guys, we don't duck walk out here. There's no push-ups for duck walking. There's push-ups for front brake grabs. Everything you do out here, you do it the same way. So for instance, after this exercise, we're gonna be doing exercise number 3 right here, trust and believe. So if Fred's gonna go from there to here, or even if he's going here, is he gonna be doing this with his feet? No. He's gonna preload, keep it loaded, make sure he's in first gear, all that stuff. As soon as the motorcycle starts to move, he's gonna pick up his foot and do that slow ride, which we're about to do. And then when he comes right here, he's back to exercise number 1 and he's gonna stop. That's why to me, exercises number 1 and 2 are so important for everything we do on a motorcycle because there's no way around it. You have to do it. You have to start, you have to stop, you're gonna ride slow. And then exercise number 3, I think that's important too, but we'll talk about it when we get there. All right, any questions? All right, Maria, you're going first in everything today. All right, guys, exercise number 2, the slow ride. But at first, I'm gonna have them ride up and stop where I am. Once again, going over exercise number 1. Beautiful, ready? Green light, but we're in traffic. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Keep it loaded, slow down. All right, let's do it again. Remember, you shouldn't be able to go straight. You should have to move your handlebar side to side. Nice, easy on that rear brake. You ready? All right, let's go. Slow down, slow down, keep it loaded. Slow down, keep it loaded. Slow down, keep it loaded. There we go, Ruben. Nice. Do it again. Yeah, do it again. Ruben was coming at you guys in 3D. He's going right for the camera. All right, green light, but we're in traffic. Let's do it. Nice, Fred. See how his head and his eyes are straight ahead? It's relevant, not just in turns. It helps with your balance. Good job, you can park. Excellent job. Ready? All right, let's do it. Cover the rear brake. Head and eye, straight ahead. Good job, Rob. You can park. All right, good job. Green light, traffic. Let's do it. Preload, preload. Preload. All right. Slow down, slow down. Good. Head and eye, straight ahead. Slow down. Slow down. Easy with that rear brake. Good job, Al. Do it one more time. You got to get that preload higher. You one step away from stalling. Again, you got to listen to your engine. You hear it going, glug, 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 glug. It's too low. All right, green light, traffic. Let's do it. Good. Good. Notice how his head and his eyes are straight ahead. I'm not worried about him hitting me. All right, you can park. Good job. All right, Maria, don't pass me, okay? All right, let's do it. Don't pass me. You're passing me. Slow down. Slow down. Good. 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 Head and eye straight ahead. Good. Good. Excellent. You can park. See how steady her throttle was? You keep locking up that rear wheel. Come to a stop nice and easy. You got to use that front brake more when you're going that fast. Transition to the rear brake when you're going a little bit slower and you won't lock that up. Ready? All right, let's do it. Don't pass me. Good. Head and eye straight ahead, Ruben. Oh, well, you're passing me. You're passing me. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. All right, good. You can park. Keep it loaded. Throttle's low. You hear it going glug, 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 glug? Low. All right, this time remember, keep it loaded. All right, let's do it. Don't pass me. Head and eye, straight ahead. You're passing me. Passing me. Slow down. Slow down. Good. 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 All right, you can park. Much better. All right, so guys, it's already happening in exercise number 2. Remember, I said we play how we practice. You have to listen to your throttle. If you hear it click, 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 you're like 1 second away from it stalling. Now, I always tell people, you're riding in a straight line, not a big deal if it stalls. Usually. Sometimes it all depends. If your handlebars are turned and it stalls, the motorcycle could drop. So I want you to always concentrate on it, because if you're always concentrating on it, you're not going to have to think about it more when you start doing stuff like this. All right, it's already going to be what you're accustomed to doing. All right. And we already talked about the rear brake thing. Some of you guys, and particularly Ruben, and sometimes it has a lot to do with changing the position of the brake pedal. You have to get used to it being that low now. So sometimes you're pressing it too hard. All right. So again, nice and easy. Everything nice and subtle. Okay. All right. Now I talked about this earlier, and I asked you, Joe, and so we're going to talk about it. Do you trust and believe that as long as there's sufficient power going to the rear wheel, everything's going to be okay?
Yep.
Fred, how about you?
Yeah.
Rob?
I agree.
Maria? No. Not to agree. Do you trust and believe?
I trust him.
Okay. Maria, you trust and believe? Yes. Ruben?
Absolutely.
Hal?
I trust it. I hope to learn that.
That's what I'm talking about. It's all about honesty out here. We got to be true to ourselves, okay? Because, hey, I've heard people say I trust and believe, and then we get over here and they don't trust and believe. Okay, but we're going to talk about it. All right. I finally remembered to have my motorcycle here before I start talking about this. Okay, 5 steps in this exercise. And again, I put steps in exercises. This one has 5, 4 has 8. I only put steps on it because when people are unfamiliar with what to do, their brains race, they panic. So steps kind of condenses that. The more you do this, the steps disappear. You just know what to do and you do it, right? Okay, 5 steps. Ruben, what's always step number 1 in everything we do out here? That's right. Make sure the motorcycle's in first gear, and that's really important in this exercise. I almost learned that the hard way. I was in the wrong gear demonstrating it. So you make sure you're in first gear. Step number 2, Maria, cover the rear brake. So it's a box. Make sure it's in first gear. That's down here. Come across. Cover the rear brake. What's step number 3, Al? That's right. Come up here. Preload the throttle and keep it loaded. Step number 4, Rob. That's right. Clutch right before the friction zone. I don't want you in the friction zone, right before it. Because step number 5, we're just going to pick up our left foot. Why not our right foot? Because it's covering the rear brake. All right? I don't want the motorcycle to move an inch. I want you to pick up your foot, and I don't want you to pick up your foot and just open the clutch. I need you to feel the motorcycle falling. Rephrase. I need you to feel the motorcycle starting to fall. And as soon as you feel that, just open up the clutch. Nice and easy. Don't pop the clutch, right? Not necessary. Or sometimes it might be. If the motorcycle's falling and you count to 5 Mississippi and it's still falling, you know, again, that's Borsville, when you need to know what to do. You might have to open your clutch all the way and throttle it some more, even though you were already preloaded. Now, sometimes I'm already preloaded, and as my motorcycle's starting to fall, I might still throttle it. It makes me feel better. But I'm on my rear brake because, again, that's where the control comes in. So I'm going to demonstrate it for you right in front of you. I'm not worried about running into you because I'm in control. And that's the key to this. That's really what most motorcycle riders don't like about the way they feel when they're on a motorcycle, is because in those moments, they're not in control. Nobody likes to feel out of control about anything. Okay? All right. Let's do it. First gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Right before the sweet spot. That's it. It's subtle, but if you continue to do that, we're reprogramming your brain so that when you feel falling, you don't want to do this with your feet. Instead, you just do that because you're already preloaded. This is why the keeping it loaded is so important. All right, keep it loaded. All right. Anybody need another demonstration, or are you just ready to get into it? All right. Now you're going to realize that when let me make this clear. When we get to exercise number 4, I don't want you doing exercise number 3 at exercise number 4. This exercise is just to get your brain to be reprogrammed. But there are circumstances where you're going to do exercise number 3 if you practice this enough. Not because you're thinking about it, but because the situation dictates that's what you need to do. Like sometimes if I'm making a turn in exercise number 4 and I see, I'm not going to be able to make this turn. I need to turn the handlebars more, and I actually have to let the motorcycle fall a little bit and then catch it with the clutch. That's exercise number 3, right? If you're doing the slow ride, right? Like later on when we do the slow ride and I'm trying to make you guys put your feet down. So you're trying to go as slow as possible. At a certain point, if you stop your motorcycle and you're not moving and you feel like you're gonna fall and you open up the clutch, that's exercise number 3 as well. All right? All right. All right, very good. You need me to go over the steps with you, or you know them? First gear, cover the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Head and eye straight ahead. Nope, you're moving. Don't move at all. Also, shut it off. Okay, listen. If you're sitting here and you feel your motorcycle going like this, you're in the friction zone. I don't want you in the friction zone, okay? Right before it, okay? All right, let's do it. Trust and believe. All right, not bad. She moved a little bit. We'll do it again. Next. Fred, you may as well go. You're right here. See, picks up his foot as soon as the motorcycle starts to move. Exercise number 1. Beautiful. All right, let's do it. Nice. There we go. That's how it's supposed to look. Motorcycle starts to fall. Watch out. Beautiful. All right. You know the steps? You're in first gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload. Keep it loaded. Clutch. I'm sorry. Yeah. Preload. Keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Don't move. No. You're moving. You shouldn't be moving. Pick that foot up while the motorcycle is not moving at all.
Oh, okay.
That's trust and believe. Preload. Keep it loaded. Okay, not bad. All right, you know what to do.
Oh,
There we go. That's how it's supposed to look. Easy with that rear brake. All right. First gear, cover the rear brake, preload and keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. And then pick up that foot. Don't let that motor. There we go. Let it out. Nice. All right, that throttle was a little low. All right. First gear, yes. Cover the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Pick up that foot. Don't let the motorcycle move. Trust and believe. A little more throttle. Let it out. Yeah, your throttle's too low. All right, we'll have him do that again. Maria. Very nice. Okay, the first time you moved a little bit. This time I want you to trust and believe. Oh, you were good. You were good. All right, let's do it again. Head and eye, straight up. Ah, you're moving. All right, move up some more. All right. All right, let's try that again. There we go. Nice. Kickstand. Kickstand. right, one more time. All right, don't move until your foot's up. And you feel it. There we go, let it out. You were good. It's okay, you're good. Easy, easy. Come on, preload, preload. Preload. All right, you want to go again? Good, come on. If you tell me you don't want to go, you're going to go. Because she was fine. All right. Trust and believe, Maria. Nice. All right, we're gonna have to work on your stopping too, because every time you stop, it's abrupt, and it should be nice and easy. Okay.
Deal with the preload.
Say it again.
I'm trying to deal with the preload. I usually pretty good at keeping it where I want, but I think the mufflers are just.
This is not a preload issue. It's a braking issue.
No, I know that.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
saying when I take off.
Oh no, you're fine, man. You did that fine. You're taking off is fine. There we go. There's no extra credit. But that was good. There we go. Preload is much better there. All right, it's the last one, and then we're gonna go on to exercise number 4. All right, remember, you don't want to stop your motorcycle with your handlebars turned. Bring it to a straight and then stop. All right, let's do it again. Don't move, you're moving. Let it out, let it out. Preload, preload! Good. All right, guys, good job with trust and believe. They trust and believe. Right turns, left turn from a stop. Exercise number 4 next. All right, guys, I need to start calling this an infamous exercise because people have more problems with this than the U-turn, believe it or not. This is exercise number 4, right turns, left turns from a stop. Like I said, out of all the exercises out here, this one has the highest failure rate. Why is that? Well, as I stated before, between 1 and 10 miles per hour, most motorcycle riders are very uncomfortable with that. So what do most motorcycle riders do when they feel uncomfortable? They introduce speed, because speed makes them feel better, because at speed, your motorcycle doesn't need you, right? Clearly, speed's not gonna help you here, right? You need to be able to make this turn at slow speeds while being in the friction zone. So a lot of the times when people are coming through here and they feel, uh-oh, sometimes you'll see people's motorcycles go straight through here, sometimes straight. Now, sometimes it's a balance issue, but most of the time it's a speed issue. Speed is not your friend out here. What does speed do to your handlebars? If you have your handlebars turned, speed's gonna straighten them out. And that's exactly what happens. It also happens if somebody does make the turn and they get right here and they feel, uh-oh. So they open up their clutch, speed, straighten out, and they take out these cones at the end. That's why I introduced an exercise where I make people make this turn and come to a stop. Because at the end of the day, I need you guys to be in control of your motorcycle at all times, right? You don't have to be out of control for a long time to have a big result negatively, okay? All right, so the first time you guys go through this exercise, I want you to go straight through, but I don't want you to lean the motorcycle. Now, if you lean it a little bit, not a big deal, okay? Because if you make this turn and you introduce lean, that means you have speed behind you. I want you to do this in the friction zone. That's showing that you're in full control of the motorcycle. Also, when you make this turn, your goal is to be as close to the center of the lane you're turning into as possible. Now, if you're over here, it's not a big deal. I just said that's a goal. That's all it is. And the reason I say that is, again, I thought about this exercise when I was in Tennessee, and half the people I was riding with, when they made the turn, if that's the double yellow line, they were way over the double yellow line. And it wasn't even a turn that was tight. So I was like, you know what, this is something I definitely have to go over. So my point is, if you make this turn and don't go over the double yellow line, but you're right here, where's my handlebars? My wheels are on this side, but my handlebars is on this side. So that's your goal. Okay, 8 steps. What's always step number 1? That's right, we're gonna make sure we're in first gear. Step number 2, we're gonna cover the rear brake. Bless you. Step number 3, we're gonna preload the throttle and keep it loaded. Step number 4, clutch right before the sweet spot. Now here's where it changes. Step number 5, head and eyes. Look in the direction that you want to go. Now I'm already noticing a lot of you guys pulling up to exercise number 3. Your head is buried in your infotainment. What are you watching? Like I'm still trying to figure out what people are looking at, you know. But I get it. It makes us feel a little bit better looking down. But I want you to realize that it doesn't help your balance. It makes it worse. All right. And the example I use is if you balance a stick on your hand and look up at it, it's a lot easier to balance it than if you're looking down at the stick like this. All right. If you doubt that, you try it and you'll see. Don't ask me the science behind it. I have no clue. Head and eyes, even with the horizon. Okay. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. My cones are small, young, and impressionable. Do not stare at them. It's inappropriate. You're all adults. Okay. If you stare at them, I'm going to call you out on it. All right. I already got multiple warrants out for people for molesting my cones with their eyes. Okay. Right turns, left turns, head and eyes, head and eyes. Now, somebody asked me, well, when do I look? I had one guy, he was looking like this from all the way back there. I mean, we got to use some common sense standards. You need to see where you're going. But it's head and eyes and handlebars. So before you turn your handlebars, you should be looking. Why? I've already said to people, you don't necessarily need to turn your head and your eyes to turn the handlebars. But if we put that aside, you need to see what's going on before you commit to a turn, right? Especially a U-turn, but we'll get to that. All right, step number 6, you're going to slowly release your clutch into the friction zone. Remember, you're still covering the rear brake. Step number 7, as soon as the motorcycle starts to move, as soon, and actually all of you have been doing that, excellent. Pick up your left foot. And then step number 8 is just turn the handlebars. Now here's what I'll say too. This is not a competition. I say that all the time. So I tell people, put your front wheel on this white line or somewhere in the vicinity. If you're not comfortable with that and you want to start from back here, start from back here. I also want you to be centered. But if you're not comfortable with that and you're making a left turn and you want to start off from, you can start from over here, that's fine. As you practice this more and more, you're going to realize over time, you don't need to be over here to make a left turn. You don't need to be all the way back there. This is plenty of room to do what you need to do, okay? I also don't want you guys committing to this turn too early. If your saddlebag, I want you guys to imagine these cones are poles. If your saddlebag goes over this, you hit it as far as I'm concerned, okay? And that's why I did a video on how to make right turns and left turns straight up because, listen, everything that I put together out here, there's a reason for it. Because if you don't practice these things, and that's why I tell people so many benefits come from practicing. Something out there in the real world will come up and you won't even think twice about it because you already know you can do it. Where people that don't practice, there's a lot of situations that come up and they're always going, uh-oh, what am I gonna do here? And we want to eliminate that. You can't really, that's why I say you're gonna enjoy your motorcycle the more you practice. You can't really enjoy something if every time you turn around, something's scaring the crap out of you, all right? All right, anyway, first time I want you to go straight through to the left. I'm gonna put the camera over there so you guys can see yourselves making that turn. And then when I tell you, I want you to stop here. This is the one that gets everybody. And make this turn from a stop, okay? And then when I tell you, I want you to stop and then make the turn and stop right there, okay? And lastly, what I would like you guys to do is I would like you to come through here with some speed. I want you to lean this time. Make this turn and come to a stop. Remember, Al, I told you, and I think I told somebody else too, don't stop your motorcycle with your handlebars turned. This is the situation where you're making a turn and something comes in front of you and most people just drop their bike and then they just want to curse out the other person. When really, if they knew what to do, all they had to do was, the motorcycle's lean, we want to stop, go back into the friction zone, rear brake, straighten it out, stop. All right, I'm going to demonstrate all 4 and then Maria shows how it's really done. First time, I'm just going to go straight through. I'm not going to stop. right, now from a stop. First gear, cover the rear brake. Reload, keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Head and eyes. Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. As soon as the motorcycle starts to move, pick up my foot. Turn the handlebars. Now I'm going to come to a stop over there. Get from in front of my camera. Let's try it again. Before I try it again, I'm trying to balance the motorcycle, trying to balance it. I'm doing something extreme, and then all of a sudden my weight shifts to the right. Did you hear my throttle go up when that happened? Because I felt, uh-oh, I'm falling. Straight. Of course, it's going to straighten me out. But in the real world, if there's a wall there or something, I'm going to do just like I did. I'm going to stop. First time, just straight through, and you guys could go one behind the other. Any questions? Ruben is skipping his wife. Nice, Ruben. Head and eyes. You're looking at my cones. You're looking right at my cones. Cone molestation. Go ahead, I got it. And he's not wearing sunglasses, so it's perfect. Look at my camera, look at my camera, keep looking at it. Good, good. Keep going, keep going. Nice. There we go. Oh, very nice. Wow, that was very nice. Right in the middle of the lane. All right, now do the same thing from a stop.
Stop there?
No, just go straight through. Preload! All right, only the first time. Nice. Get that tour pack. It wasn't locked. Okay, so why did it drop?
Stuck in the clutch.
Oh, there's no screw in the back one. That's what's going on. Oh, no. Yeah, see, there's no screw here. So there's nothing for it to lock onto. That must be another Harley Davidson thing. It came off. Because there's no screw there.
Oh man.
All right, let's get it up. I got it. No, we don't pick up motorcycles like that anymore. That's old school. No, I'm good.
Just gonna pick it up the easy way.
That's it. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3. All right, so not keeping it loaded. That's the only. Look at this. He was ready.
Yeah.
I got something better for you for that. Listen, that's the only thing, and I remember. This is what I mean when I say there's certain issues that we have. This is actually too high. It's not even going to protect this. It's got to be down here. There's certain issues that we have, and if we don't correct them when we're doing stuff like exercise 1 and 2, it's going to catch us here because now it's unforgiving. Remember I said if you're not keeping it loaded while you're going straight, no big deal. But once you start turning, yeah, and as soon as you felt, uh-oh, you squeeze that clutch in, no power, it's going to go over. All right? All right. Preload. See, still, even when he's pulling away, his preload's too low. Nice, right in the middle of the lane. You're looking at my cones, Rob. You're looking at my cones. All right, Maria, show them how it's done. Look at my camera, not my cones. Reload. Get that foot up. Trust and believe. There we go. Much better with the stop. Much better.
Full lock? Not necessarily.
No, it doesn't have to be. Get that foot up. Get that foot up. All right, we're going to work on that. Yeah, you really don't want, I started to have you stop, but I want them to do it again going straight through. Nice.
Did I hit the cone last time?
No,
Okay.
that was beautiful last time. Good. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, Rob, look at my camera and keep looking at it. Good. All right, Maria, trust and believe it's going to be all right. Just keep it loaded. As soon as it starts to move, pick that foot up. Come on. That's just a balance thing, no big deal. Good, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Turn the handlebars, turn the handlebars. All right. All right, just to let you know, you don't even need to turn the handlebars before you start moving. But if you feel more comfortable doing that, fine. Trust and believe, as soon as you start to move, get that foot up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. All right, we got to work on that. All right, come to a stop over there. Nice. Nice. to a stop there, Rob. Head it nice, look at my camera. Good. Good. Yeah, if you want to stop there, that's fine. Look at my camera. Look at my camera. Good, 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 good. Woo! Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. All right, no pressure.
He always does that.
Head and eyes, look at my camera. Pick up that foot. All right, back up. All right, if you want to back up more, back up more. Good, good, pick that foot up. Oh, all right, you got to do that again. Do it one more time. Nice.
Stop again?
Yeah. Nice, Joe. All right, let's do that same thing again. Broken clock theory. Same thing again. Head and eyes. Preload, preload. Get that foot up. Good, good. Rear brake, rear brake. Woo! Stop like that, Ruben. Easy with that rear brake. Get that foot up. All right. Go through with speed. Stop. There we go. Speed. Okay. Yeah, but I want you to go through with some speed and then come to a stop. Go ahead. Yeah, you're good. Stop. Nice. Get that foot up. You gotta stop locking up there. Pressing a little too hard. I want you to go through at speed. One more time. And stop. There we go. Nice, Joe. They're doing really good. Head and eyes. All right, good. Excellent, Maria. Excellent. Wow. Better, much better. All right, guys, we're gonna move to the right side now. Nice, Rob. Very nice. Maria's ready for a street glide. Very nice, Ruben. Everybody looks good at speed, right? And then when you do it from a stop, it changes because there's no momentum. You got to be the boss right from the start. Good. Nice, Rob. It's okay. Throttle, reload. All right, try it again. It's only the first time. Had a nice. All right. All right, Rob, you owe me another 10 push-ups. Rob pulled from over there to here with both his feet out and then stopped. What did I say over there? We do everything the same way, no matter how. All right, cut it off. All right, Ruben, excellent job, guys. When you're making this turn, Ruben, you're falling into the turn and then introducing speed. Now, if I jumped in front of you, you'd have a problem right here. Remember, I want you to be in control the whole time. You're leaning while you're making this turn from a stop. I want you to do it straight up. Straight up. I don't want you to lean the motorcycle. Again, leaning the motorcycle is just showing me, well, you're introducing some speed, but you're also making it scarier than it has to be. All right? Really being able to control your motorcycle with it straight up, that's showing that you can control your motorcycle. It's also showing that you trust and believe everything's going to be okay. Leaning shows that as well, but speed kind of takes away some of that. All right? So again, I want you guys to do this straight up, or as straight up as possible. All right, let's do it. Al's working on his tour pack over there. It's a long way to come not to be able to practice. Nice. See, now Joe has a lean there. That's what I mean by being the boss, knowing what to do. He brought his motorcycle out so far that the only way he was going to make that turn is to introduce lean. Good. There we go. You got this, Maria. Head and eyes. Preload. Try it again. So we can see, Maria, like a lot of people, the rights are more difficult than the lefts. Preload. Okay, we still got Ruben doing it with that lean. Come to a stop. Excellent. Come to a stop. Good. It happens. Balance. Preload. If you feel, oh, just let that clutch out. You're already preloaded. Let's try it again, dear. Mine too. She said her rights are the issue, and I know a lot of people suffer from that. Easy. Come to a stop. Come to a stop, Ruben. You know why he can't come to a stop? Because he's leaning into it. Speed is the only thing that's going to keep him up in that lean. Nice. Why are you all the way over there? Come on. Not you. Nice. we go. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. You, come to a stop. Yeah. What the hell happened over there? Maria. Do that from a stop.
Huh?
Do that from a stop.
Okay.
Now every time you feel like the motorcycle's gonna fall, it's because you're too low. You gotta keep it loaded, all right? Head and eyes. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. There we go. Okay, this is the issue too. You're past the white line. You're making it harder than it has to be. There we go. You're still falling into this at speed. I want you to come to a stop right here. Keep it straight up. All right. Speed and stop. Nice. That's it for you. Good. Nice, Maria. Excellent, Joe. All right. All right, guys, we're going to move on to exercise number 5, single serpentine. All right, guys. Exercise number 5. Well, before I talk about exercise number 5, now you see why I spend so much time on exercise number 4. Because it really is a humbling exercise. It challenges your skills in your motorcycle and the trust and believe and all of that stuff. Ruben and Maria, you guys were struggling with trust and believe as a couple. So you did tell me you do everything together. So, but the more you do that, you already see it starting to come through. Looking really good. Okay, exercise number 5, single serpentine. I used to think this exercise was just fun because this looks cool, right? But then I realized this is an important exercise because you need to be able to manipulate your motorcycle at slow speeds. We're going a little bit faster than we were over here. So what I'll bring up is this. I told you guys I want you to make that turn straight up, right? And then Joe came in and made a turn and leaned. But he had to lean because his balance was off when he first started, so it kind of pushed him to the right. He's still moving straight, so he's losing space. Now, it's no longer an option to make that turn straight up. Being the boss knows what to do, when to do, and how to do it. He had to lean to make that turn because 3 things determine the radius of our turn. Our speed, how much we turn our handlebars, and how much we lean the motorcycle. His speed was perfect. Even with his handlebars all the way turned, he wasn't going to make it without the lean, so he leaned the motorcycle. So good job, Joe. Okay. Now in this exercise number 4, you can do a full lock, right? Because we know when we're riding at speed, we're turning the handlebars like this. That's how we make turns, right? Because it's just slight turns. There, we're making a sharp turn. Here, we're turning like this, okay? So clearly, if you're going too fast, you're not going to be able to turn your handlebars. So I don't want you to go fast on this, all right? I want you to go out wide, all right? These cones are 15 feet apart. There's plenty of room right down the middle of the white line, and then you have a white line on each side. Go towards the outside white lines, okay? And when you make your turn, don't wait till the last minute to turn. Like, don't turn up here. Again, it's not impossible, but you're making yourself have to work harder because the further you go up, it's going to get tighter and tighter. But leaning will take care of that, and going slow will take care of that. I want you guys to come toward me. I'm going to be here because I'm going to look at your face, and you should be looking dead at me. I'm going to be right behind this camera. Don't look at my cones. Your peripheral vision will pick them up. Head and eyes, looking straight at me, dipping and diving the motorcycle. swinging and swing. I don't want you hugging the cones like this. People do that and they're like clipping all the cones as they go down. So I'm gonna go down there, I'm gonna do it. Any questions? Dipping and diving, swinging and swaying. Not going too fast, staying in the friction zone or going in and out of the friction zone, whatever you need to do. Using the rear brake, not using it, only using it when you need it. Well, that's always the key. We use it when we need it, duh. Looking straight ahead. I'm looking straight ahead. Any questions? Now, last time I said Maria's first, and Ruben, you just like jumped right past her. So, Maria, you're first. Go down there and come back this way. All right, so we got Maria going first. Good, starting out nice and wide. Very good. Looking straight ahead, nice and smooth. Very good, very good. Ruben, the husband, to follow. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, man, very nice. Fluidity, that's what we want. And he looked very smooth. Look at Freddie here. Look at Freddie throwing around that limited. Nice, Freddie, nice. Freddie said he was freezing when he came here. He's wearing a short sleeve shirt now. Welcome to Georgia. Rob, stop looking at my cones. Stop looking at my cones. All right, next time Maria comes down, I'm gonna tell her to start on the left side. Excellent. Next time, start on the left side. Good. Next time, start on the left side. Start on the left side next time. Nice, Freddie. Beautiful. You're done with this. Good. Nice, man. Very nice. All right. Woo! Dipping, diving, swinging, swaying. Outstanding. All right, guys. That's clearly the best exercise so far that they've all done. It looks beautiful. We're gonna move on to exercise number 6, the infamous U-turn. All right, guys, the word for today is fluidity. And you all showed that in that exercise. You should be like one with your motorcycle. And all of you look like that. Just outstanding. And Maria, I got to tell you, enough with this thing. You're ready for a street glide. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? Anything else is up here. All right, the infamous U-turn, which I'm sure you all are gonna rock, right? All right, before I even go any further, this is 3 parking spaces, 27 feet wide. Is anybody offended by this? Is it too wide? No, nobody's offended. Okay, good. All right, for those of you that want to challenge yourself, this is the 18-foot box. So if you want to do a U-turn in here, just don't pass this white line and just make it right in here within 18 feet. Or pass the white line and try it. Again, this is not a competition, so you do what you want to do. All right. Now I noticed that when you guys were in the single serpentine, I didn't have to tell anybody your throttle's too low, which is good. But you also have a lot of momentum in the single serpentine, okay? Where that was catching you is stuff like exercise number 4, where you're going slow. Now when you guys come in here and make your U-turn, I don't want you making a U-turn using momentum. I want you in the friction zone making the U-turn, okay? So if you make the U-turn, if you start from this line and go all the way to that line, and I see you're going too fast, I'm gonna tell you to slow down. You're going too fast, okay? Listen to your throttle. When you pull in here, when I pull into the U-turn, you're gonna hear I'm already preloaded. And wherever it is, that's where it's gonna stay for the whole duration of my turn. Head and eyes, handlebars, I'm looking at my camera. I don't have to lean a lot. I don't have to, well, one thing I am gonna do is keep my head and my eyes consistently turned. I want you to keep your handlebars consistently turned too, because if you're doing this, you're losing space, okay? Head and eyes, handlebars. Nothing in here is extreme. You don't have to lock the handlebars, just keep them turned. You don't have to lean all the way. First time you guys come through here, I'm just gonna have you make a U-turn, all right? And when I tell you, the next thing you're gonna do is, you're gonna stop at this line, and then you're gonna make a U-turn. And then thirdly, you're gonna stop at that line, make a U-turn, and stop. Again, it's all about being in control all of the time. And then we're gonna do the same thing going right. Any questions? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna start from this side, doing left U-turns first. And again, when I say, if you guys hear me yelling, throttle, 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 I forgot to tell Ruben that when he was making the left turn, I said throttle, and he throttled. Throttle doesn't mean speed. It just means your RPMs are too low. I want you to bring the RPMs up, okay? All right, so I'm gonna run through it just to show you what I want you to do. And I want you to understand and realize that as long as I have sufficient power going to the rear wheel, doesn't matter how fast I'm slow, it doesn't matter how tight I'm turning, the motorcycle's gonna stay up. The only thing keeping the motorcycle up at slow speeds is power to the rear wheel. We all know that, correct? The more you lean your motorcycle, the more reliant that is, okay? The higher the risk is. All right. Head and eyes. Any questions? Head and eyes, head and eyes. Good. Very nice. Very smooth. Nice. Nice. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good, good. No. Nice. I knew I was going to have some people out here doing it. 18 feet, that is. Yep, do it from the stop. And an eye! Nice. All right. Head and eyes. Look at my camera. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Good, good, good. There we go. All right, look at my camera. Keep looking at it. Good, good, good. All right, I want him to do that turn slower. See how wide that U-turn is? That's because of the speed. Come to a stop over there after your U-turn. Good, excellent. And nice. Excellent. Head and eyes, look at me. Keep looking at me. Keep looking at me. Good. Come to a stop. All right, remember, make sure the handlebars are straight. Okay. All right. All right, Ruben. I want you to do this, but do it slower. Your U-turns are so wide because of the speed. Try that slower. Head and eyes, look at me. Keep looking at me, look at me. Me. Rear brake, rear brake. See, a lot of speed. Let's go straight through. Beautiful. Not bad, everybody's looking good. Head and eyes, look at the camera. Good. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Excellent, Maria, excellent. Head and eyes, look at the camera. Look at the camera, good, good. Oh, your right turns are way better than your left. Look how much tighter that was. All of his left turns, he's line to line. Very nice, Fred. Head and eyes. Good. All right, let's do that again. Head and eyes, look at the camera, keep it loaded. Keep it loaded, look at the camera, keep looking. Beautiful. All right, let's do that again. Copy and paste. Head and eyes, look at the camera. Yeah, that's clearly his strength. Because that's way tighter than his left U-turn. All right, Fred, come to a stop over there. And then you're done. Outstanding. Nice. And you know why that happened, right?
No.
Stop.
Okay.
It happened because you stopped your motorcycle with the handlebars turned. That's why we always stop straight. All right, let's turn this off first.
Okay.
Always the first thing you do. No, I got it.
Okay.
Left hand on the right grip,
Okay.
right hand on the left grip. Get close to the motorcycle,
Yes.
and then you can let it go. And then all you have to do is, you have to do this simultaneously. Pull, push, walk. Much easier than trying to do that back thing. All right.
Wait a minute. So it's push.
No. Right hand goes on the left grip. Left goes on the right. So this goes on this.
Okay. And what do you do? Push and pull, or
This goes on this.
Okay. Like
No,
this?
right doesn't go on right. Right goes on left. Left
Oh,
goes
okay,
on
like
right.
this.
It's going to make more sense when the motorcycle is laying down.
Gotcha.
And you pull and push at the same time. So the hand that's underhand, that's the hand you're going to be pulling on. The one that's like this, you're pushing. And you walk into the motorcycle at the same time you're doing that. It comes right up. All right, good. Preload, look at my camera, keep looking at it. Head and eyes, good. Come to a stop. Oh, guess not. All right, guys, I want you to watch this U-turn that Ruben's about to make. This is the tightest U-turn he made all day, and it's because his He was speed supposed is so much coming back slower. Watch. Nice, Ruben, nice. Woo! That's beautiful, man. Yeah. Beautiful. All right, guys, we're going to move on to exercise number 7, figure 8. Wow. Ruben is so much better in his right turns than his left. So much better. There we go. Got that stop. So Ruben, do you already know? Look, if this is news to me, but is it news to you that your right turns are better than your left?
No, it's not news, but I thought my left would be a little better.
I mean, dude, it's not even close. Like, your left turns, you're line to line. That last right turn you made, you were right here. It was like a 19-foot U-turn.
Well, you know, I'm having trouble with that. You know how it just
What does your exhaust have to do with it?
Huh?
What does your exhaust have to do with it? There you go. That's exactly what it is.
It feels different, man. I just can't find it smooth like I used to be.
You look good going right. I mean, you look really good going right. Very fluid. All right. Exercise number 7, figure 8. Now the good news is, all of you guys are probably going to do well here because it's the same width as the U-turn. The only difference is there's transitions in this, okay? But not crazy transitions. You're going to hear me saying, hold it, hold it, hold it. That's what I want you to do. Now speed in here, Ruben, it's not going to help you at all. Like I said, it doesn't help you a lot in here. I forgot to tell you guys earlier, if you see double cones, that's an entrance and or an exit. You guys are going to come in here and you're going to go straight for this corner. This is the first and the last corner you're going to. After that, you're not looking at the corners, you're looking at these green cones. So when you come to this corner, I want you to use all of the space that you need. If you don't need it all, don't use it all. But if you need it, don't rip yourself off. What do I mean? Don't turn here because then you're going to get caught over there, unless that's fine for you. But if you need it, come all the way over here. Head and eyes. I want you to look at that green cone behind you. Yes, I said behind you. A lot of you guys are not really turning your heads when you're turning. All right. As a matter of fact, in the U-turn, a couple of you guys, I started to run up to you because I see you're already moving without looking. We don't move. We don't commit to something unless we know it's clear, right? Head and eyes, handlebars. Even if you can't see it right away, you'll see it eventually. And use all of the space. Don't come here unless you're willing to give it up over there. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Don't start letting out because then you're going to lose space. Hold it. Your figure 8 should look like this. All right? Not like this. Because you're just giving up space, right? And a couple of times, Joe and Rob did it in the U-turn. Joe don't learn. Joe did this before, and that's when he almost ran into Mike. He leaned his motorcycle so much that he couldn't get out of the lean. So instead of him coming straight for his stop, he stopped like this. But that's what I want you to do here. I want you to hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. Head and eyes. I know it's in front of you, but that's the cone I want you to look for. Handlebars. Hold it, hold it, hold it. You just got to be consistent. Just hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. You should be headed toward it when you transition, because now you got that much more space. If you do it at an angle, you're losing space. Now, I'm already going to tell you, none of you guys are really going to have an issue with that losing space thing because none of you have an issue leaning. So this is just going to be fun for you guys.
You look at either cone on either turn, or
The closest one to you. So when you go that way, you're looking at the green one, the first green one over there. And when you come this way, you're looking at that green one. It's always the closest one to you. You can look at either one. I really don't care. I need you to be in the vicinity of those green cones. Yeah, you be in the vicinity. And it on. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. And it on. Hold it. Use all the space that you need. Transition. All right, guys, I apologize, but once again, Rob is standing in my shot. And I know he was oblivious to anything that had to do with the camera, but I'm just noticing it now myself, and I think it's hilarious. Go through twice, and then get the hell out of my figure 8. Any questions? Now you'll notice that when I went down to motor officer specifications, the only thing that changed is I turn my handlebars more and I lean more. Throttle, clutch, rear brake, all of that stuff is the same. All right? Speed, all of that stuff is the same. All right, let's do it, Maria. Man, I'm so sorry to hear that Al came all the way from Tennessee. Tour pack incident, and he left already. And I didn't even see him leave. I would have told him to just take that tour pack off. All right, good. Head and eyes. Maria's good. Put our wheel right where it needed to be. Good, good. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. Good, good. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Come to me. Look at her using all that space. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. Transition. Good. She's a rock star, man. She's a rock star. Hold it. Come to me. All right, look at the exit. See how steady her throttle is? Woo! That's what I'm talking about. I mean, like nothing. And the key to that, her throttle is steady. It's the same way the whole time. Good, hold it. Next time you feel that, just keep going. Don't put your foot down. You feel, uh-oh, open up the clutch. We got Joe here. Joe got caught in another turn. Joe was going for the motor officer specifications, 4 parking spaces. There we go. Freddie's doing the same thing. Beautiful. Freddie's trying to take me out and not to dinner. Going a little fast, whipping the bike around. Again, we want to do everything subtle. We don't want to do any whipping. Oh, he started that early, but he'd be okay. He started it early in and long. But again, when you can lean the motorcycle, you can give up the space. No big deal. Ah. Everybody keeps messing up. This is not an exit. Very nice. Head and eye, she's looking over here, she's looking over here. And even though her seat is closer for her, if you look close, her back is not on the backrest, and her lower back is not anywhere near the seat. She's leaned up. She's doing everything that you're supposed to do. Oh, just outstanding. Good, hold it, come to me, transition. His right turn towards strength, so he's good with that, hold it, come to me, transition. Lean it over, lean it over, lean it over, lean it over, transition. Look at the exit, look at the exit, look at the exit. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Who says with fat tire he can't do it? I'm gonna have to tell Joe a little less throttle. You know, you don't want to rev too much. Freddie's coming for me again. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Going a little fast for this, but again, he leans the motorcycle enough where he can compensate for it. Nice. Very nice. This is what practice gets you guys. He practiced on a motorcycle with a 180 front tire until he got used to it, and now he's doing it like it's nothing. If you want to, yeah. If you want to, no? Go ahead. She shut it off, okay. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 8, offset double serpentine. Oh, they did fantastic. Maria being the perfect bride, he's nervous. The advocate for the husband. All right, guys. Oh my God, this might be the valedictorian class. I'm telling you, man. This is just, just watching you guys go through this, it just looks so, it's like music to my eyes. How about that, right? Okay.
You should be a proud teacher.
Yes, I am. I am. Now remember, you guys heard me yelling, hold it, hold it. That's relevant in this exercise. Maria, I'm just gonna let you know, you're gonna be like a YouTube, you need to come up with your own YouTube channel. You're laughing, but I'm serious. You're gonna be like a YouTube phenom. And I only say that because, listen, we all know I could do a video and break my ass doing it and maybe 5,000 people will watch it. A woman could do the same video. Because, you know, because especially in something that's male dominated and you're doing it so well. All right, so. Yeah, and you know what? I said it already on camera, but I'll say it again. When you went back into that figure 8, Ruben, I'm looking at him doing that with this fat tire that he was concerned about at first, and he practiced on it. I mean, he's doing it on that bike. I'm glad that you came here with that big fat front tire, 180, right? Because there are a lot of people out there that think, oh, I probably can't do it. Of course you can. I mean, you made it look easy. So outstanding, all of you guys, all of you. I knew Joe was going to go back in. I knew Freddie was going to go back in because they're going for the motor officer thing. They're going for 4 parking spaces. I know it. All right. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Offset double serpentine, exercise number 8. Notice how my motorcycle's facing. I'm not facing straight. I'm facing at an angle. Because what I don't want you guys to do, or you could do it, everybody here is capable of doing it, I don't want you to go straight for the next gate. Because if you go straight for the next gate, you really have to lean the motorcycle over and then go straight for the next gate. So again, this is almost like the figure 8 again. When you come in here, don't go to the gate, come over here. Come all the way over here. Head and eyes, right? Don't commit to it too early either. Now the goal is to stay within the outside lines. Nobody's gonna have an issue with that, not a competition. Head and eyes, handlebars. So now when you get to this gate, your motorcycle's actually facing like this, rather than you being like this. Making it a lot easier for you. Head and eyes. Look at the gate you just came from and go for it. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition, head and eyes. Now, look how much easier this turn is. Hold it. Now, look at that gate that you just came from. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Keep going to it, keep going to it. Transition, head and eyes, right? That's all you're doing all the way down. So I'm gonna go down doing it that way, and then I'm gonna come back going straight to the gate. And of course I do this all the time, so it's just so much more work going straight for the gate. Hold it, hold it, hold it, transition, head and eyes. Look where the gate came from, hold it, transition. Hold it, transition. Hold it, transition. Now I'm going to go straight for the gate. Thank you, Freddie. I looked back in the corner of my eye and said, damn it.
Yeah, you just going for it, Joe. Good thing I didn't sprint.
Any questions? M to the A to the R to the I to the A. Let's go, Maria. All right, we got Maria going. She didn't come out as wide as I would have liked her to, but she'll be okay. But see where she is now? See where she is now? Because she didn't come out right from the start. If you start this wrong from the start, it kind of makes it more difficult for you going on. She'll still be fine, just got to work harder. Somebody with less skill than she has, they wouldn't have made that second turn. Beautiful. And her throttle is always steady the whole time. Beautiful. Her throttle is always steady. So she's got that throttle hand, she's got that part down pat. All right. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Now see how he's approaching it? Now he's going to be way over that line because he started wrong from the start. Going too fast and committing too early to the gate. But looking good. Looking really good. Got Joe here. Yep, Joe's going to go right to the gates. Oh, he swung out on that one. There we go. Okay, we got Fred. Looking good, Fred. Looking really good. That's what I'm talking about. Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's supposed to be coming through here. It's supposed to be coming through here. All right, little miscommunication. He didn't come through at the right angle, and that's why he's right up on the second gate. But like I said, you can still do it. Everybody out here is capable of leaning the motorcycle. Nobody's scared to lean. Very nice. Very nice. All right, so I have them start from the other side. Sometimes it makes a difference for people. Still doing the same thing, but sometimes it's the small things. Little differences. Like butter, Maria. Like butter. Street Glide is calling her name. She said, honey, thank you for the motorcycle, but I've moved on. It's time for a fairing. And these guys do a lot of riding too, so. See, Ruben's out wide on all of these because right from the start. If you start wrong from the start, it's hard to catch back up. So every turn is going to be a little wide. Feels good. Really good. Excellent. Very nice, Freddie. And you can see when you're feeling it, it's so much fun. You know, you just want to keep making turns and swiping and swinging and U-turning. All right, guys, we're going to move on to exercise number 9, the Abominable Snowman. Snowman. 4 circles, 27 feet, 25 feet, 22 feet, 18 feet. So I'm going to tell right now, Ruben, don't even think about the top of this. Don't even think about it. It's not going to happen. 18. Yeah, it's not going to happen. And that's fine because, again, it's extreme, not necessary. Now, you guys are going to notice that when I put my cones out, I want you to feel a sense of confinement, but I don't want you to feel claustrophobic. So there's escape routes. You know, you don't feel like, oh, but I also don't use large cones. So if you're going to hit a cone, I'd rather you hit the cone than put your foot down, okay? When you guys come in here, well, let me say this to you first. If you come in here and you make a left turn right, it's going to be left, right at the top. So if you know right's not your strength, don't start on the left. Start on the right, and then it'll be a left turn up there. If you're going to stop in the 22 feet, if you start left, the tightest circle is going to be left, okay? Now, not a big deal here, but for those of you Freddies that are going to be doing the 18-foot circle, you can't give any space up. None. 0. Because an 18-foot circle is not the same as an 18-foot box. It's 18 feet all the way around. So when you come in that circle, you too, Joe, if you're going to make a right turn, come in here, put your wheel right here, and then hug this. Don't put your wheel there and start turning. You're not going to make it. Hug it up to about right here, to almost 12 o'clock. And then lean the motorcycle and look at the exit and go for it. That's the only way you're going to make that turn up there.
We just kind of hug every cone mainly?
Only these. When you first come in, you bring your wheel all the way here and then hug these cones. 11 o'clock. When you get close to 12 o'clock, lean, look. Lean, look. Only way you're going to make it. All right? Now, earlier when I said this is going to carry over, hold it, hold it, hold it. That's all you're doing in the Snowman. You get into the turn, hold it, hold it. Look at those green cones. The green cones are just letting you know that's where you need to go. That's the exit. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Go in here. Please, again, don't molest my cones with your eyes. Again, you can look at it, don't stare at it. Once you get right here, if you start to turn here, you're giving up the space over there. Bring your wheel all the way over, hug this, and then, now with these, you're going all the way around. With the top circle, you just go in and come back out. Totally up to you. Maria, your throttle control is just perfect. Everything you do, it's a steady throttle. It stays the same the whole time. And that helps so much. I got to do it right. All right, that's it. All right, we got Maria going first. Again, excellent throttle control. Good, good, good. What is Maria doing in that box? She went for it though. What does that tell you about the level of confidence that that woman has? What does that tell you? Wow. Again, I don't care about that 18-foot box, but she rocked this 22-foot box. Joe hitting cones in the offset double serpentine. Started that turn early. When the leads enough, he can get it. Had an eyes. It's only the first time.
How big is that circle now?
18 feet. That's it. But oh, I forgot you missed the briefing. An 18-foot circle is tighter than an 18-foot box.
Okay.
18-foot box, you got room to give. You got no room to give in there. So it's got to be perfect. You're good, man. So Ruben is trying to do this kind of straight up. You got to lean that motorcycle over. All right, let me just come down here because this is where Freddie's coming. Nice and smooth. Very nice. Started that early. Very nice. Very nice. Woo! And let me tell you something. He started it early. He started right here. But he leaned it over so much that he made up for it. And he was lean so much. You notice he went around twice, right? He was lean so much that he couldn't get out of the lean. No big deal. Just do it again, and next time you come back up, get out of the lean. Good problem to have, right? Outstanding, Freddie. Woo! And Freddie said last year he couldn't even make a U-turn. Too early on that turn, Rob. See how tight he is on the outside now? That's not going to work in this box. It's got to go all the way over. Way too early. Hey, Rob. Let's go, Maria. Good. You're good, you're good, you're good. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. All right, try it again. Come on, Ruben. Ruben, you gotta lean. You gotta lean. Very good. All the way over here, all the way up. Too early, too early. Ooh, that heel, you almost caught it. Too early, too early. That's the only thing you did wrong. You started to turn too early. You started right here. You gotta start right here. All right, forget the rest of the circles. Just come back into this one.
Okay.
Only thing you're doing wrong, you're starting your turn right here.
Right.
You need to be all the way over here.
Okay.
Try that. On your strong side. On your strong side.
You want me to do it right now?
Yeah. Just come right back in here. Well, I wanted you to go out and come back in.
Oh, my bad. Alright. Twist the handle.
No, wrong.
Oh,
Left on right, right on left. No. Left on right, right on left.
Oh,
So your left
okay.
hand goes on the right, your right goes on the left. You're pulling with your left, pushing with the right. Step closer. Step closer.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. We forgot to put the kickstand down.
Oh. Alright.
You're on top of a
practice
cone.
session without falling once.
Well, you got the things on your guard, so you're good.
Yeah.
All right, Rob, you ready? You be the last. Oh, no, Maria, you got to come back in here. Kickstand. Yeah, see, when you trust and believe, that helps because that fear factor is gone and you can lean the motorcycle. In that case, he just leaned it a little bit more. He leaned it past the motorcycle's lean limits. Come on in, Maria. Head and eyes. Lean it. Head and eyes. Lean it. Keep it loaded. Good. Go back around again and go out. Good. All right, guys. They did great. Oh. All right, we're moving on to the bonus exercise. And you know, it's the first time in a while, I think everybody's going to try it. Well, almost everybody. Maria's going again. I can't miss that. I love it. This woman is no joke, man. Good. Head and eyes. Look at me. Good. Go right out. To the next exit. Oh, you're going around again? All right. I wanted you to go through the thing again. Yeah. Come in and then go back out. Come in the Snowman and act like that's the top circle. Go back through to go out. You go out the way you came in. If I get somebody, go all the way to the beginning, Do it from the beginning. If I get somebody that's enthusiastic about doing something like this, especially a female rider that's rocking it like she is, I don't get females out here that often, so, you know, she could do it 100 times for all I care. Way too early. That's why he's on those cones. He's turning way too early. Too early. He's also a throttle blipper, I just realized that. But if it works for you, no, you're not gonna make that turn. Too early. Hey Rob, you got some cones to pick up over here. Beautiful, good. Good. Look at the exit, and go out. Supposed to go back where you came from. This ain't Jerry Palladino's Snowman. All right, guys, that's it. All right, so Joe said, I think this is easier than the head of the Abominable Snowman. And he's correct, because like I said, 18 feet in a box is only 18 feet this way. That's 18 feet all the way around. So yeah, much more difficult.
But wouldn't you think that going into that, you already lean around the whole thing?
You're not lean going in. No, you're going into that straight. Because you go straight, you go around, and then you have to commit. You know, now what you were doing, Rob, like you were going to a circle, and that's already not going to happen. Because you went into the circle and committed to the turn way too early. The cone's here, your wheel's here. When your wheel should be here. So that's why in the 22 feet, you ran over the cones. And I knew that was going to happen because you started way too early. Then you did the same thing in 18 feet. It's definitely not going to happen in 18 feet. All right, but this is much easier. If you haven't made an 18-foot U-turn up until now, this is not going to happen. I will say that. Okay? All this is if you're going in here on the left side, it's 2 lefts and 1 right. Left, right, left. If you go on that side, 2 rights and 1 left. There's no secret to it. Get all the way over to the right, head and eyes, lean the motorcycle. I'm looking at all of our motorcycles. All of our motorcycles have to be leaned in here. Last practice session, Andrew had a KTM. I had him put that motorcycle right here, turn the handlebars, and just walk it. And yeah, he can walk it, and it comes within 18 feet. So he could do it straight up. We can't. All right? Have to lean, have to lean, have to lean. Again, if you don't want to do this, it's never necessary to make a U-turn within the, let me rephrase that. It's not necessary. I'm not going to say it's never. It's not necessary. It's extra. Any questions? Well, I know you're ready, Joe. You notice I'm not going fast at all because it takes up space. So what do I do there? I see sand, I make that turn straight up, no lean. Hurry up. Okay. Freddie. Freddie got 6 cameras on his motorcycle, head and eyes. Freddie's rights, his right turns are stronger than his lefts. Everybody's got one side stronger than the other. See, his right turns, he throws it all the way over. Left, not so much. See? Everybody's got one stronger than the other. Right, no problem. Kickstand. 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 All right, come on, Joe. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. And he had to do that. That speed, that was beautiful. Yep. He had to do that. He was not going to make it unless he put that all the way to the lean limit. Down goes Frazier. Shut it off. There we go. You notice the first thing he did before he even stood up, he shut it off. That's always the first thing you do. Step closer. You're too far. Your legs are too far back.
I never
There
seen
you go.
that until I saw your video recently about picking it up that way. No one ever taught that.
Yeah, man. That's
Look at that. There it is.
the kickstand is evasive at times.
Second thing you do is see if anyone saw that.
Well, if they did, that's good because they see somebody out here working.
Dude, you're doing a great job.
They see a boss out here working. So Joe is going to push the limits on that motorcycle, boy. This is what I mean when I say when you get over the fear of leaning and falling, you can push it a little bit. Sometimes Joe pushes too far,
Where you getting?
and he leans beyond the motorcycle's lean limits. Okay, Al just sent me a text saying he's going to Harley Davidson to see if he can get that fixed. Unfortunately, the service department is closed on Sunday. Not going to happen. Okay. Remember, it doesn't matter if your front wheel's here, if your back wheel's here. So he pulled into here. Now you came in here in the center of the lane, and I'm assuming it's because you want to do the swing. But if you do that, you're swinging like this, your back wheel is still right here. So it might seem like you're turning from here, but you're turning from here almost. So bring your motorcycle over here. And that, because you know you don't want to give up any space. Try it again. Yep. Your back wheel is never directly in track with your front wheel, except when you're going straight. He's looking down. You got to look over, head and eyes. You got to turn your head. You're looking down at the cones. Try it again. All right, you can't do that straight up. You got to lean. All right. Anybody else going again? Okay, of course you are. Yeah, but he's not leaning anyway, so he's not going to make it.
He's 2 feet away.
Got to lean. Even if he's all the way over, if you don't lean, you're not going to make it. Okay, Joe's going to go one more time. Freddie said, "What else you got?" I got nothing else to prove. Watch it. Watch your handlebars. I don't know why Ruben keep parking that close to you. That's love. When you parked at Ruben, I said, why did he park that close to her? As soon as he put it on the kickstand, he's going to be right on her bike. That's love, man. That's love. All right. We'll move on. Wow, look at this. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to a follow the leader briefing. But let me show you something first. This is probably the deepest gouge I've ever seen out here. Like, that is deep. But that's because Joe has, what are these things called that you have on your guards? Do you know?
They're I just got them from some guy in a slow speed practice group on Facebook.
Yeah. Some type of metal ring. And yeah, I have too. And those things are, that's the deepest gouge I've ever seen in the ground.
That means it works.
I want to get the regular ones, the drop guards.
The drop guards, yeah. All right, guys. The moment we've all been waiting for. Follow the leader. The rules are simple. Just do what I do. If you do something other than what I did, you're out. All right, but this is like Little League. You're out, but you're not out. So pull to the middle of the parking lot, right here in the middle. We're going to do one circle around you, jump onto the tail. Okay, here's what gets you out. If you put your foot down, you're out. So there's going to be times I'm riding and I might just start slowing down. If you put your foot down, you're out. Pull to the middle. If you hit a cone, you're out. Pull to the circle. To the middle. When we're riding on the concrete that grass borders, if you ride on the grass, you're out. Pull to the middle. If I get to the right turns and left turns from a stop, or any place, if I stop and then make a turn and you just decide to roll through, you're out. That's not what I did. Pull to the middle. Now, at a certain point, we're going to leave the parking lot. If you mess up out there, don't leave and come back. When we come back, then you can pull to the middle.
Are we only out if you see us?
I'm going to see you because I'm going to have a 360 camera on me. So Albert said he's going to Harley Davidson to see if he can get that thing fixed. But the service department's closed today. Yeah. All right. And last but not least, that's the surprise over there. So Joe asked me, hey, Rob, do you think that do you mind doing a slow speed race with me? And I said, you know what, if I have time and I'm not exhausted, yeah, we could do it. And he said, it shouldn't take too long. And as soon as I finished talking to him, well, it wasn't a conversation verbally, I said to myself, you know what, Joe, that's an excellent idea. Instead of me doing it on the sidewalk, because the scammers get away with that. They already know it's coming up. So if they're in the back, I'm halfway up the sidewalk, but they slow down so much, they're still in the parking lot, right? I still get them eventually, but the point is, it's not an even playing field. Again, this is not a competition. So I said, I'll just set up lanes. Everybody starts at the same time, and the first one is the loser, not the winner. All right, so so Joe, thank you for that.
No problem.
I'm saying thank you to him for adding that, but I'm also saying no thank you to him for adding more shit I got to put out now, because now it's more cones. But it's 40 feet long. Yeah, it's 40 feet long, and that's more than enough, because by the time we get to that, our clutches might be like, all right, that's enough. And once we're done, we're gonna pull up. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna have you guys do it, and I'm gonna just watch it and record it.
But isn't the last one the winner?
The last one wins. First one loses.
First one loses.
Yeah, first one loses. So if we start this way, the first one to come through those cones is the loser. The last one is the winner. Now, that also means you have to stay within the confines of that lane. You go outside of that lane, you're out. Any questions?
That's after follow the leader. Or is that
That's during follow the leader.
during the follow the leader?
Oh, well, no, you're right. It's after, because you're not going to follow me in that. Once we're done with follow the leader, I'm going to tell you guys, all right, line up. All right, let me put on my go-go gadget gear. Okay, right here I saw a cone knocked down, and I was asking who knocked it down. And I looked back, nobody fessed up to it, but you know the camera caught him. Ah, Freddie, it's 2022. Don't you know cameras are everywhere? Not only did he hit it, he took it for a drag. But in all seriousness, he actually hit that before we started, so I exonerated him. guys, I don't want you to think I didn't catch Joe. Joe should be out here because he did the same thing Maria did. He didn't stop at that turn. Maria went where she was supposed to go, and Joe said, damn that, I'm going to do it again. move up. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Joe's the winner. All right, Joe's the winner. Okay, so Ruben, did you enjoy yourself?
Absolutely, I had just an incredible time.
And you did outstanding. You really did. Do you remember what you rated yourself when you came?
I think it was 4 or 5. I think.
Any change in that number?
And it's up to you. You're the boss.
No, it's not up to me. I never rate people. I let people rate themselves.
Yeah. I think I'm comfortable. Maybe 5.
Okay.
Around 5, 6, maybe.
Very good, man. I appreciate you and your beautiful bride coming here. We've been talking about this since last year. Well,
It's been a while.
actually, I can't say since last year. It's only March. But it's been over a year that we've been talking about it. And at the time, I thought it was lip service, but
Finally got here.
made it happen. So I appreciate it. You can pass that mic to the bride.
Thank you.
Now, you rated yourself an 8 when we came, right?
And
No.
that was hospital 8. Like, how much is the pain?
Oh, okay. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and you remember what you rated yourself?
4 or 5.
Any change in that number?
I'm gonna go 5, 6. I think I felt a little more confident in certain.
Okay.
Like the Snowman, I really feared that one all the time.
Really?
She should probably have one spot number ahead of me to be legit.
I've always feared the Snowman one, especially when there's cones on there.
Gotcha. It doesn't look like it, I tell you. It doesn't. I don't know what your BPM was, but you look cool to me.
Thank
All right.
you.
So again,
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you guys coming out, and
We appreciate it.
it's not like I can say, "Hey, will you be back?" You guys on the other side of the, whatever. But I know you guys are practicing at home, and that's the most important
Yes.
thing.
Thank
we're
you.
hoping that one day you'll travel out there. I'll gather a bunch of people, and we're planning on doing your global ride.
The April 2nd, right?
Yes,
April 2nd,
absolutely.
I have a ride to take us up to the North San Diego County mountains. Got at least 10 people already.
Oh man, you're doing a real nice ride. All right, you can pass it on
Great
to.
teaching. We appreciate you.
All right.
I had a blast.
Good. I don't even have to ask him.
I had a blast. We wanted to do this for over a year.
And you did phenomenal. Now, guys, you remember, if you don't remember, because I'm going to have chapters in this, you can go back to the introduction of the V.I.Preloaders. I told him he was FOS from the start. You said you were a 6, right?
Yeah, what's FOS?
Full of shit.
Guess that's not in my vocabulary. All right.
Yeah. Any change in that number?
I'd say 7.5.
Okay.
8.
Yeah, okay.
7.5.
Great writer.
He really is a great rider.
He's joining the police academy.
He really is.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
All right.
I had a blast.
Good. And
Riding in a group's always
yes.
adds a little bit to it. So
Always fun. I hope for the next time you come back, if you do come back, you bring the street glide
yeah.
so the girls can play together.
If we weren't going all the way up to Tennessee, I would have brought it.
Yeah,
this weekend.
absolutely.
But,
Absolutely. All right, thanks, man.
all right,
Pass it to Joe.
Joe.
Joe, you enjoy yourself?
Yes, I did. It's a great time.
You remember what you rated yourself?
I think I was at a 6.
Any change in that?
Because it's the beginning of the year, it's the first time that I brought my bike out. I'm gonna go down to 5.5 because, as
Okay.
you say, because your skills diminish if you're not on there. I have the winter season; they definitely diminished, but I'm just gonna build them back up this season.
Okay. And see, this is why I don't rate people, because I can disagree with people's numbers, but I'm never going to rate him. Of course, I disagree with his number. He's not a 5.5. There's no way in the hell he's a 5.5. But that's why I let people rate themselves, because whatever number you come up with, you work with that number. Okay, you work with that number. If it's realistic, if you tell yourself you're a 10 and you go out there and you think you're a 10, all right, then you're a 10. All right. Again, this is not a competition. All right, there we go. This is the guy that the 360 camera. I need the 360 camera for Rob. Rob, did you enjoy yourself?
I enjoy myself immensely.
Good,
I
man.
had a great time. I rode with great riders.
Absolutely.
Every single one of you is fantastic. You know, you all 10 in my book. Okay.
What did you rate yourself when you first came?
I rated myself a 7.
Any change in that number?
Yes, I just would rate myself a 5. New bike, hydraulic clutch.
Yeah.
And I need to practice a lot more.
That's the key. Practice, 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 guys. And at the end of the day, the goal is for you to feel better leaving here than when you came here, feeling more confident. So I appreciate you coming. I'll take that mic from you. I appreciate all of you guys. Outstanding, outstanding. And I mean, this is without a doubt the strongest group of riders that I've had in this amount of riders so far. So, I mean, guys, let that be a lesson to you. These guys don't have some secret formula, right? I always say this is not rocket science. It's practice. Practice, practice, practice. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's the only way that you're going to be confident. Your confidence is never going to get built up if you don't practice. That's true with everything in life. This is no different. All right, guys, practice session number 39 in the books. Just a phenomenal, phenomenal practice session. These guys they just did amazing. And like I just said, and it's worth repeating, there's no secret formula that they have. They weren't born with some kind of special skill. They practiced. Freddie said he couldn't even do a U-turn last year. And now he's rating himself 7.5, 8, whatever the hell he said. But the man is good. And he didn't get good, for nothing. He practiced. Ruben and Maria practice all the time, right? Joe practices all the time. And I think Rob just started practicing, but you can clearly see the fruits of their labor, right? You get out what you put in. That's true with pretty much everything in life. All right, guys, so I'm going to wrap this up. I had a ball. The weather, just look at this day. These guys started out with leather on and all bundled up, and now they're walking around in T-shirts. Because this is work, guys. I tell you that all the time. You come out here and you practice, it's work. Your adrenaline's going to go up, and if it's a little chilly, that's actually a good thing. When it's too hot, that's when it's not good for you or your motorcycle. All right, guys, so I want to thank you guys once again for tuning in to another practice session. Guys, I don't want you to just watch this. I know there's some parts of it that's entertaining, but I want you to take what you get from this and go out and apply it. Practice. You have to practice. There's no way around it. All right, guys? What word do you keep hearing? Practice, right? Because that's the goal here. For all of us to be able to ride like these guys ride, or at least close to that, right? Again, at the end of the day, it's not about making 18-foot U-turns and dragging your boards, but it is about riding with confidence at slow speeds. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and if you want to be notified of all the videos that I have coming out, hit that notification bell, switch it to all. A lot of good stuff coming from Preloader Nation, guys. You don't want to miss any of this stuff. And remember, guys, I'm going to start putting chapters now on all of my practice sessions because I want to make sure that you guys get everything that it doesn't make sense for me to make a video and take 2 days to edit it if it's not helping more people. I know it does help people, but I want to help as many people as possible. All right, guys? All right. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have, guys, and less time complaining about the things that you don't. I want to acknowledge my brothers and sisters in blue. Please be careful out there and know that you're appreciated. Special shout out to the elite NYPD Highway Patrol Motorcycle Unit, particularly Highway 1 because that's where I worked, and the Highway District. That's where the motorcycle school is. That's who taught me how to ride my motorcycles the way I ride them. But it didn't end there for me. As I always state, this is a perishable skill. You have to stay on top of it. Doesn't mean you have to be out there every day or practicing for hours. But again, practice is a state of mind. You set yourself to do something. I'm going to make a U-turn. I'm going to do a figure eight every time I take my motorcycle out, and then I'll go on my ride. If people tell me I don't have time to practice, but they're still riding their motorcycles, they're kidding themselves. If you have time to ride, you have time to practice. Until next time, guys. So, guys, believe it or not, these guys didn't do anything, and Maria picked up every cone out here. Is she a dedicated preloader or not? Oh, I'm just kidding. They picked up about 3 or 4 and she did the rest. Thank you all. Appreciate it.